Okay, this is part two of our post-match discussion, our post-match review after the Super Falcons of Nigeria just played out a goalless draw with Ireland in their third group stage match of the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. Of course, we've qualified as runners-up in Group B, and we are set to play the top team in Group D, which more than England. Again, I will say kudos to the ladies. Job well done. First time in our history that we will finish the group stage without a defeat. Of course, we would have liked to win, would have liked to top the group, but they had one job to do today, and they did get the job done. Welcome, Felix. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, good afternoon. Lewa. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good morning over here. But yeah, what did you think of the game today?
Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, you would know that people are saying we are playing so sluggishly. I think it was just due to the coaching instruction. It's not as if we wanted to play, we wouldn't play. Definitely. We just didn't force the issue. If the chance come, take it. If it does not come, be compact. Yeah, and it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good game, and irrespective of the opponent we get in the round of 16, everybody remaining in the tournament are probably good. So I think it's a good game. It's a good game. We didn't force the issue. We defended, as in we achieved the objective beyond all odds. So who am I to say the girls didn't play well? After all, I was not even expecting them to get here. So for
And,
them
and
to
that's
be a
I like that you're being honest because that's the thing for a lot of fans. A
yeah.
lot of fans did not even expect them to do anything in the competition, and then now you're now vexing hard they did not win the group.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we just have to find the right balance. Again, obviously you won't expect Canada to go and lose 4-0 against Australia. So the girls
True.
couldn't just come out and force the issue like you're rightly saying. I mean, maybe, and I think for me, I look at it and I think that's why they were probably more enterprising in the second half because they saw the result at halftime and knew that okay, they have a bit of opportunity to try to get a goal.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the goal just didn't come. And at the end of the day, we're better to draw this game than to have lost it. So overall, personally, I'm fine with it. I know that some people are not, but you can never please everybody. That's just the way football goes. Let me quickly jump to our Namibian friend. I remember you from the last
Zambia.
Instagram. It was Zambia, not Namibia.
Zambia,
Oh, sorry,
Zambia, man.
Zambia. I know you must be happy because Zambia were able to get
Yeah,
a
yeah,
win as well. But what did you think of Nigeria's game against Ireland?
yeah. I think the mentality going into the game, the girls they didn't go with the same mentality they played with the second game, like the previous game. So as a result, as at the first half, yeah, they were there, they were just around, and then second half, the intensity at least the intensity went up. But in general, I think the result of this game is also good because as they proceed to the next stage, the other team will be analyzing them based on this game as well. But we know the mentality that the girls are going into the top 16. So yeah, overall, like they were in control, most especially of the second half. They played well, though we couldn't get a goal. But yeah, I have so much confidence in the girls. Like they will do amazing in the top 16. And yeah, for us, my girls are coming back. The first group is coming back tomorrow, and the other one I think on Thursday. So yeah, but I was happy as well with my girls winning our first game and yeah, scoring 3 goals. That was awesome. So we just want to say, as Zambians, as Africa, we are with all of you guys that are still there, be it Morocco, be it South Africa. You have our support, and so thank you very much, Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay,
Please,
brother.
please remove yourself from the live so that we don't have any glitch
All right,
again.
all right,
Thank
all
you
right.
very much. Shout out to Irish Football Fan TV. Thanks for joining the live. If you're available and you'd like to talk, send a request. I would like to bring you on. Let's hear from an Irish point of view. If you guys didn't see it, I did a podcast or a live, rather, a video with them predicting the game. Paul from Irish Football Fan TV predicted a draw, so he was correct. I thought Nigeria were going to win. I was wrong. So kudos to the Irish players. They are going home, but at least they were able to secure a point in the tournament, and they are not going home, quite empty-handed. But yes, Mr. Adedotun, welcome. What did you think of today's game?
Let me just say that kudos to the girls. I really appreciate the girls because now they did something that I've not been doing. They went to the qualifier to the they got second round without conceding a goal. So it baffles me the way our people are just condemning these girls. That hey, somebody caused us the match, the coach doesn't have anything. They did not look at what happened prior to this competition.
Canada qualified for their flights back to their country. But they did not qualify for the round of 16. Decided to go ahead.
See, these girls were the girls that that NFF did not give the necessary support. They didn't play any friendly match. They got to this competition and they are giving their best. And people are still saying, condemning them. One thing I've noticed about Nigerians is that when they expect you to win and you play a draw, they will condemn your team. It's so annoying that men are condemning these girls. Even when your mate team could not qualify for the World Cup, you are still condemning these girls. Can you just imagine? See, the coach started as that, for a reason. And the reason, I'm sure she achieved that reason. But push to understand, Azizat is not getting younger. The pace at which she was playing back then is not the same pace we give us now. Fine, if she has scored that goal, I'm sure people saying, oh, like let's say Agbabola. But because she didn't score the goal, people started saying, we can play like she's useless. See, kudos to the girls. Now, somebody was telling me, Gizmode. I said, Gizmode is my girl, but she played below expectation. She played below my own expectation. But kudos to her. Kudos to the girl. They did the job. Our job was just qualify. Now they have qualified. Somebody said the coach the coach likes technical inputs. Go and put Boso there now. Maybe Boso will be able to beat this thing. I don't know why people. Nigerians are just insatiable. Nigerians are insatiable. I don't know why. What else do you want these girls to do? They have done their best. Even if their best is not enough, just try and encourage them. Me, I am encouraging them. I'm like at the end of the first half, I said, as a Planters positioning, and I don't like it, but I understand that she's being played out of position.
Sorry. Please now, Paul, you're my person. Let's be a lot bigger than that. That kind of comment is not acceptable by any means. Please now. Like let's not make silly comments like that.
Thank you for correcting him.
Paul did not watch the match. Paul is just here to make fun. Don't mind the Oloti. See, kudos to the girls. I appreciate the girls. They did their job. See, in Germany has not been beaten in 1995 in the group stage. Colombia did the job today. Imagine that small girl, Lida Casedo. Look at the goals she scored. Who says you cannot beat England? Yeah. Anybody is beatable.
They are very exploitable.
That Canada that was rated higher. Look at what Australia did to them today. Even the Australia that was rated higher look at what we did to them. We should understand anything can happen. This football. With England, the same England you are talking now against Nigeria, what if you beat them 3-0? What would you say?
England. I watched England's first game against Haiti. This is Haiti that we beat in a friendly. I know friendly is even on the World Cup. But Haiti cost for England. So we really just have to give the ladies kudos. Like I said, they had a job to do today. I shout out to Mr. Sonny Oka for saying they did well. For me, they had a job to do today. They got the job done. You know, they didn't concede any goal. They didn't concede any clear-cut chance. Yes, I know we would have loved to score. We would have loved to top the group. Unfortunately, it's football. Football is about moments. You know, sometimes you score, sometimes you don't. You know, you hope that you score more than you don't. But at the end of the day, qualify for the round of 16. The first time that Nigeria would reach the round of 16 without conceding, without losing any match.
Calculating.
You know,
Permutations.
even let's also remember that it is only the third time in all our appearances that we would actually even qualify for the round of 16. The last time that we qualified for the round of 16 in 2019, we qualified as the third place team. We qualified as best losers. It's not even as if we're fantastic. We qualified as best losers. This time, we actually did very well. We won one game. We drew 2 games, all against teams that are ranked at least about 20 places ahead of us in the FIFA Women's World Ranking. So I personally am pleased. A lot of people did not have expectations before the tournament started. All of a sudden now they want to lambast the girls. But yes, let me quickly jump to Mr. Isioma. I saw you on my live watch along. You know, I saw your comments. So thank you for sticking with me throughout these hours. What were your thoughts on the game?
You deserve to stick with. I mean, you're doing an amazing job with promoting our teams, whether it's the male team or the female team. You see, criticism is part of football. Okay, so I no longer trouble myself with how people criticize players. They don't know what these players go through. If you ever at all played football, even if it was for street-to-street competition, and you know that sometimes while you're on the pitch, you are almost gasping out of breath, but you are giving in your best, you would encourage these players. Look, Nigerians have always criticized. I started following football, particularly Nigerian teams, in '88. Mark 88, our teams were criticized to high heaven. Okay.
Yes.
Qualification to Italian 90, where we eventually had Samuel Okwaraji sacrificing for the country. That team was criticized, particularly as they did not qualify for Italian 90. USA 94. Amuneke was our song hero at the Nations Cup. At the World Cup, he was being lambasted until he scored against Italy. Okay, so players will always be criticized. Oshoala was criticized going into the game against Australia. She did what she did, and she's still being criticized today. So let people not bother themselves, particularly players. Sports psychologists should be telling sportsmen, forget the criticism, give it your best. When you've given it your best and there's result, all of those naysayers in quotes will eventually sing your praise. For today's game and for this competition so far, I came here particularly to salute the bravery, the brilliance, the enterprising play of the Super Falcons. Yeah, this might not be our best game in the competition so far, but I think the philosophy of the game and the psychology they came with was to play it safe, and we saw that they were really playing it safe in the first half. And like you did allude earlier on, when they saw that Australia was coasting home comfortably, they decided to become, you know, flowery with their play, and you could see that they were holding more to the ball, they were gaining more possession. Okay, the confidence in which they played with heightened. It's only unfortunate that we didn't have our goals, all right, but we were the deadlier team, even though we were not having much possession. And if you've seen our games through so far, we don't win in possession, okay, but we are strong, we are fast, we are deadly when we are going up there. I just hope that we can finish it. I am glad that we have amazing crop of players that can fit into any team. Amazing crop of players. Are we talking about Tony Payne? Are we talking about Halimatu Ayinde? Are we talking about the back four? Okay, like I think it is Adedotu that alluded earlier that Ashley might be playing out of her position, but you can't find that one thing either. She doesn't have the pace that Alozie has. Okay, I know that when Ashley was being played in centre back, we used to have the other Payne, Nicole. So Michelle is flanking on the right. Nicole is flanking on the left, but we don't have Nicole here. Okay, Imuro is good, but her experience can't be compared to that of Ashley. Ashley is very technical, and she's shoring up that left back pretty good. So we are good so far. We've had the best World Cup so far, even though we haven't played in the quarters yet. We've had the best World Cup so far. And by extension, Africa too has had the best World Cup. I mean, Morocco had a win. Zambia had a win. I'm waiting for South Africa's win. So Africa is getting into the mix rightly. And it's only a matter of time we can begin to sing the song. Maybe it can happen in this World Cup. We have an African team, particularly Nigeria anyway, playing in the semis. I'm looking forward to that because technically we are sound. We just need to keep up the psyche of the players and let them know that they can conquer anything. They conquered the best teams so far. 7th rank in the world, Canada. As far as I'm concerned, we defeated Canada, even though it was a draw. Okay, they conquered the 10th best in the world, Australia, that was hosting with the vociferous fans in the stadium. And then they came and I think Ireland is ranked 22nd and we are ranked 40. Come on, man. Countrymen, let's stand up and applaud these girls. This criticism is not worth it. Thank you.
And let me give you
Who is saying? Someone is saying our coach is not technically sound.
See, I've told Shondida, as far as Shondida cannot come online and talk football to us, then I'm just concluding that he doesn't really know football. I wanted to respond to again. I think if I'm on, you know, I feel bad for her sometimes because Nigerians are just very unfair to her, in my own opinion. If she does not do magic, all of a sudden people start to criticize her. Genuinely, I throw this question to anybody in the comments that doesn't think she did well today. What did she do wrong? People are saying, oh, she's sluggish. Maybe my own TV was on fast forward because she did not look sluggish to me while I was watching. So I genuinely do not understand when people just want to criticize. She worked hard for the team. Did she get any chance that she missed? No. What exactly is the criticism? She had one opportunity that she kind of created for herself. Unfortunately, her shot was blocked. But people want to say there was a good run that she had down the right. She took out about 3 or 4 of the Irish players and played a decent pass to Ajibade.
Yeah.
So I really don't understand what people want from her. See, Okat now is saying, what great game has she had? Which is exactly my point. If she does not do spectacular, you guys come and lambast her and say, oh, she's bad. She had a decent game. She had a decent game. That's the reality. She's a different archetype of player. She's not, oh, the one that is just running with all the pace in the world. We know that. You know, but I don't understand what the criticism is about. You say striker that doesn't score goals. The only striker, like, is really just unnecessarily unfair. You know, she worked so hard for the team. She plays to instruction. She did well today. I really don't understand why people just always want to pick on her. You know, I really don't get it. But yeah, I'll let that go. I see Felix has dropped off. Let me bring
IoT. Not everyone watches football. IoT. Not everybody watches football. People just watch football. They don't know football. They only watch league. I'm sporting us. I'm sporting this one. They don't know football.
No, I'm sorry, Shondida. When people are complaining consistently, people like you that cannot come online and talk your talk, I don't take them too seriously. I don't think you really know what you're talking about. But yes, welcome.
They don't know football, Jerry.
Welcome, Clemeriga Latunde. I write your name heavy. What did you think of the game today? He has gone. Okay, let me bring. Again, Shondida.
Out of the 3 substitutes, I say she played better.
See,
she was
Okat,
best.
you watched football before I ever started watching football. Fine, you're older than me. I give you that. It does not mean that you have more knowledge. The man that is coaching Rams is a young coach. Can you tell me you're older than him probably? Do you know football more than him? So age is not a
no.
Is not a factor in knowledge here. And again, I'm not watching anybody's knowledge.
Football for you. Let him come and argue football with me. I started watching football for Okat. Let me ask him questions of Nigerian football. If you can get 5 questions right, I will give you 200,000 naira.
Leave that one. For me, it's just people are emotional. Yeah, we wanted to.
What is about football?
I don't know what by the striker does not score goals. Go and check her record. when she scores for Nigeria, when she does well, you don't praise her. But any game that she does not score, all of a sudden she's so bad. It's just so unfair. I don't even want to pay you
And
guys.
Sister
I
has
don't want to pay
scored.
you guys attention anymore.
Sister
Welcome,
has probably
welcome,
scored the
Linus.
most goals.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
how
good.
you
We're
guys
good. Thank you
doing?
very much. So yeah, what did you think of the game?
Great, good to see you. Great game, great game. I have no criticism. I have nothing negative to say. Of course we could have taken chances, but like you all said, we didn't expect them to get this far. Do you understand? Coming from I'm a sports scientist, right? So I studied sports and exercise science in the UK. I was a fitness trainer. I'm not currently an active fitness trainer. And I'm a scout as well. So I scout players, and to me, I'm just lost for words. I never really thought, I always knew there was potential in the team. You look at the accolades of Oshoala, and you look at what Chibane is doing at Atletico Madrid. I always knew there was potential. But listen, these girls, to me, right now, they can do whatever they want. They can do no wrong. Because they've just been excellent so far, and you look at the friendlies they played against Canada in Vancouver and in Toronto. You look at the friendlies they played against the USA. Over the last couple of years, they had a 14 tournament they played in South America before they came to Australia and New Zealand. And those games have had an impact on their development. Coach Randy has stuck with the lineup. He's not tinkered with the team and brought like a significant amount of new additions. Echegini got a golden ticket to the tournament, but she's not played badly. Onumonu's work rate against Canada, was great. What she does is when she can't get on the end of crosses, feed off through balls and score goals, she's pressing, she's dropping off, she's keeping her shape. Oshoala could have played centrally against Canada, but they kept her on the right to double up, to back up Alozie, because Alozie can get forward sometimes and leave spaces to exploit behind for the opposition attack. So, and she doesn't really have that pace going forward. She needs to cut inside when she's coming in. So they played her centrally against Australia, played Oshoala centrally against Australia. We saw what she was capable of. On the flanks, she has the pace to disrupt the opposition's attack and their use of the flanks and the half spaces. So sometimes people watching the game, they don't understand what's going on tactically. They don't understand why the coach has tinkered with the team and let them field the way they're fielding. But great game so far against Ireland. Of course, Ireland, they have all the basics. They're going to switch the play well. They're going to be good on set pieces. They're going to be good with crosses. They're going to be good with shots. So of course it was a bit of a challenge. But, I just felt like the girls knew what they were doing. They went there to grind out their results. But I felt they could have won the game. We had that potential. For England, I'm going to tell Nigerians, this is the mentality we need to have. And this is what we need to go and say to the girls on their comments, on their personal handles on Instagram, and even on this page. There is nothing to be afraid of. England have a lot of tricks in their pockets, but there is nothing to be afraid of. The England team now doesn't even scare me as much as the England team last time that had Nikita Paris, if you know who Nikita Paris is. She's not there. Lauren James has a lot of pace. She's Rhys James's sister, and the guy came out and said, listen, this lady is more technically gifted than some of the men in the game. But listen, I'll tell you what, the main, Ohale, Alozie, they will make it difficult for her to play football. And if we bring in an Indi that knows how to shield the ball, she knows how to get forward, the England team are not going to be able to do much because, the team defensively, they're compact and they're ready to grind out results. They're ready to hang in there and make it difficult for you. They have cardio, they have stamina, they're tough, they know how to take tackles, they know how to tackle. So how are you just going to come in there and beat us 4-0, 3-0, 2-0? It'll be difficult for England to even try and get a goal, and it will make it difficult for them to string passes. Kanu can be a little bit more clinical going forward. Oshoala, I love her with all of my heart. I love her from the bottom of my heart. She's an incredible player. She's represented herself well. She's represented our country well. She's a hero. And no matter what happens, these girls deserve a hero's welcome when they come back to Nigeria, because they've done fantastically well. The shortest flight to Australia is 20 to 30 hours plus. My cousin happens to live in Australia, and I called him recently. I'm like, dude, these guys are in Brisbane, and look at what they're doing. It's like the place is buzzing. Do you understand? So they've done a lot. They've not been paid. So they've taken a long flight there, the jet lag, the fatigue, the winter. Hey, listen, let's just calm down. Let's get behind them. Let's put positive comments and let's speak what we want to see them do. Let's go and say it to them. Do you understand? And I have to say a massive thank you to you for what you're doing with this page. You know, there are a lot of people that could just ignore what's happening. I think it's representing our country well. I think it's patriotic, because there are a lot of unpatriotic, negative people in our country. You know, so what you're doing is amazing. It's incredible, you know, and just keep up the good work, man. I'm really having fun. I'm enjoying the tournament. The quality in the women's game is second to none.
Very much. So yeah, let's
sorry, can
round
I
off.
just quickly add? Someone
Very
is saying
quickly, because
Oshola is
we have
getting
only
old.
2 minutes.
Yeah, very quickly. Someone is saying Oshola is getting old. The person does not remember Sam Kerr of Australia. Does not remember this Canadian girl. What's her name again now? Remind me.
Christian
The one that took penalty against Nadoze, that Nadoze saved.
Christine
Sinclair, yeah. Does not remember Mata of Brazil. Okay. Does not remember Rapinoe of USA. Come on, how old is Oshola? Oshola can still go for another 2 World Cups if her body carries her.
Yes.
I just needed to check.
That one, age is not even the issue here. And again, I will say, for anybody that is saying, I'll come back after England, I hate people. Hate is a strong word, but I don't like when people, you know, if we lose the next game, it doesn't mean you were right about today. It doesn't. Every game is different. You know, possibilities are different in every match.
Exactly.
You know, even if we won 3 games in the group stage, England would always have been a tough match. You know, and I think what is especially disappointing to me from the reaction from some people is that it's the same people who expected us to go to the tournament and get 0 points that are now coming to criticize now that we finished second of the in the group. You know, you didn't have any expectations for a single point in the tournament, and then now they've done well, but you are saying, oh, why didn't they do 10 times more than that? You know, it's just very, very, very hilarious. But yeah, I'll let you guys go now, just so that we can round off. Unfortunately, it is about to be time for me to get into, you know, important business of the day. I would have loved to stay with you guys and chat a lot more, but thank you for coming on the show, man. Thank you, Linus, as well.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. So that is it. We have it. A goalless draw between the Super Falcons of Nigeria and the Republic of Ireland. We finished second in our group. We've qualified for the round of 16 of the 2025 Women's World Cup. The first time that Nigeria will not lose a game in the group stage. You know, it's something that, you know, we have to put it is in our history books. We've had a pretty bad record in the group stage of many Women's World Cups, and this time we've qualified without losing a single match. We are second. You know, we'll face the top team in Group D. We'll take on the challenge. From what we've seen so far, there is no reason to not believe in the girls. Stop the hate, stop the unnecessary criticism. And yeah, I wish the Super Falcons all the best. I'll continue to support. You know, regardless of how this tournament ends, no matter how much longer we play or how, you know, how short the rest of the tournament might be for us. You know, hopefully longer than short. But no matter what happens in the next round, you know, they've done a good job. They've showed themselves well, with very little backing from the federation, with very little preparation. They've shown that they can compete with some of the best national teams in the world. Now imagine if we have the setup that some of these national teams have. Imagine what we'll be able to achieve. I think the future is bright. We just need to get our football in the right order. Shout out to Chiamaka Nnadozie, shout out to Dimehi Ohale, shout out to Christy Uchebe, shout out to Halimatu Ayinde. I think my best player today was Ayinde. You know, I give her kudos. I think she was my best player today. Shout out to Ajibade, to Oshuala, to Alozie, fantastic performance today. To Tony Payne, fine performance today. NFF, please pay these ladies. You know, pay these ladies. They've done a good job. Make them happy. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your days. Bye-bye.